Hello, in this video I'm gonna fix your 5 biggest mistakes in tennis, and I'm gonna start with the most difficult and with the one that generates more confusion in all the players and at the same time more views online. And basically the first one is this lag. So usually people wanna play and wanna be aggressive, but they never go here. Especially beginners, you play forehands without going down, and if you want to accelerate, if you want more power and more control and consistency all at the same time, you really need to drop the head of the racket, and from here you accelerate. Beginners, what you do as a beginner is you open, and here, from here you go without this drop. And this drop is the most difficult thing and the easiest thing at the same time. So what I recommend is when the ball is bouncing on your court, as a beginner, the racket should be already below the ball. And if your racket, the head of the racket is below the level of the ball, you never miss a shot. It's really difficult to miss if you really have the racket below the ball. From here, you can accelerate any ball with too much margin and too much control. This is the biggest mistake, and that's why I start from here. The second, and as I mentioned in every single video, is the grip. So basically when you start to play tennis, you start with continental grip or eastern grip. And if you want to start playing tennis and if you want to play really good tennis, you need to do semi-western grip. Basically the racket, as I mentioned in every video, facing to that fence or to that side of the court, and in this position, and your hand with space between the bottom of the racket and your hand open instead of closing too much. And this is the basics for a really good forehand. If you want to be a beginner, if you want to play for fun and play, I don't know, easy balls, play with old people that usually cannot control many balls, of course continental grip is going to be the easiest to play. But if you try to accelerate, if you try to be more aggressive, you cannot, because the ball goes completely outside of the court. And what you want to be as a player is a player that can be consistent, can accelerate many balls, and can have fun. And I believe to have fun, you really need to be good. So it's better to waste, let's call it like that, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 months learning the proper technique, and then you have much more fun than starting to play like that. And then you will give up because it's a little bit boring. You don't sweat a lot because you don't move, and the ball, you cannot accelerate as much as we do when you play with semi-western grip. The second mistake is third. So basically the first is this, you don't do the lag. The second is the grip, and the third is the footwork. And the footwork, you want to play good tennis, so you need to start with your legs instead of starting with your racket. If you want to start with both at the same time, I'm gonna say here, and you can do it. You can just follow the steps I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna make it simple. I'm not gonna focus in every single detail, so I'm just gonna do the end product, and then you can copy. Basically you start with a split step on your toes, not with flat foot, okay, not with flat foot, always here on your toes with a wide base here, okay, always a racket here. This is the split step, and you do the split step a little bit before your opponent hits the ball. But basically your opponent is almost hitting, you do the split step, and from here you can react easily for any side. Basically you go here, you recover, split step, low, and then you recover. And you need to be low. You cannot do the split step here because you are not playing guitar. Then, if you do the split step, the first step is always with this leg, because if you go with this leg, if you do split step and here, you are not balanced and you cannot play. While if you do split step, low, and one step, if the ball is here, you just bend and you play. Is one of the easiest steps to do. So you do split step, 1, and you should start with this footwork. Split step, 1, 2, double step, 1, 2, and recover. 1, 2, split step, looking to your opponent instead of looking to the middle, because if you look here, you're gonna fall and you cannot play that ball. For those who say, I never spend or I never play balls to show you the technique, I'm gonna show you again. So you do this, okay, 1, 2, and then you recover. 1, 2, split step. This is the first footwork you should focus, and this moving forward, and the next one is moving to the side. And speaking of moving to the side, one of the biggest mistakes is to move to the side and play with open stance, and here you're gonna do many other mistakes, and you cannot do that. Even though in the future you're gonna go and you're gonna use open stance and you're gonna play, as a beginner you need to be sideways, and to be sideways is much easier to be with closed stance, even though if later you're gonna change this. But basically what you do is the split step, 1 step to the side, 2, 3, 4, you stop, power is on this leg, you're gonna play, and then you're gonna recover. 1, 2, split step. Notice that when you recover, you always use this cross step and fast. So you finish, 1, 2, and then recover. 1, 2, split step. This is the basic. Third mistake is to start with a technique instead of footwork. This is the footwork you should focus. The fourth mistake I see players make is to open this hand too early, and this is gonna generate more mistakes, but basically what is gonna lead is you're gonna open too early and you're gonna miss too many balls cross court down to the net. What you can do is to do this split step, and when you do the first position, this first step, you rotate your shoulders. Okay, you don't even need this hand, you just rotate your shoulders. Okay, and then if you have this hand, you rotate, and then you keep this hand here while you open this racket. And this hand you don't move, because one of the most common mistakes, if you do this and you do 2 and your hand is here, and you need to keep your hand because you need to play on your side and in front of you. So basically on your side, not here, and in front of you with distance between the racket, the body and the ball. And basically you do split step, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and many exercises you can do. One of them is, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, you catch the ball, you drop and you play, and I completely missed this ball, but it's okay, because tennis is a game of mistakes at the same time, and you need to accept the mistakes. And I don't need to repeat because I can play this ball inside, so it's okay. You understand the goal. The second is, as I mentioned, to use a bottle of water, full of water, and if you move, you're gonna spill the water out. So what you can do is to do the first position here, you feed the ball and you play without moving this hand. This you are already understanding that you need to keep this hand here, so then when you play without this, you'll remember that you need to keep this hand here. As a beginner, then you play and this hand goes up and you catch here, imagining you answer the phone. If you are more advanced, and as you know, this hand comes up here or here, and then you accelerate and you either keep it here or you answer the phone in the end at the same time, like this. Okay, you can do both ways. Can I pause here? Yeah, I finished the balls. I have here a coach from Porto. Thank you. Yeah, so basically this is the fourth mistake you do, I already explained. And the last mistake is to focus too much on the contact point. And it's really important because usually you start correcting the technique from the contact point to the other points. But as a beginner, your contact point is with your racket completely straight here. Okay, and this is where you should focus as a beginner. Once you start to play better, the head of the racket, instead of this, is more inclined, like 45 degrees, let's say. And this is going to help you to generate more top spin, to brush more balls, to play more aggressive with more consistency, control, with everything you want, and you can open more angles. But as a beginner, you really need to be focused on this. And as you know, that exercise that I do at the net, holding the ball here and then just brushing, this exercise I used to do even when I was winning dozens of tournaments every week. I used to come here exactly to this club and to do this exercise, which was too boring at the time, but now I appreciate that, because for me is one of the best exercises. Is to keep the racket here parallel to the net, and you just do this motion here. This is really good to help you understand the movement. I hope this video helps, and if you have any questions, let me know here in the comments. I always comment and I try to reply to every single comment, but lately it's being really hard to reply to everyone, but I read every single one of them. And lately, or I don't know, maybe in 1 week I will have more time, in 2 weeks, because I moved back to Lithuania, and I will have more time, and I will dedicate maybe 1 or 2 hours of my day to reply every single comment, at least here on YouTube. Also to say that my Forehand courses are still available, so if you want to start learning the Forehand from scratch, just buy the course level 1, and if you want to learn more topspin, more open stance, and the mindset, is the course level 2. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.